Very good morning and a warm welcome wherever you are. My name is Evans Trabare and I will be leading this session for today. Let me take a few minutes just to welcome everybody onto the chat box and also just let us know how you are, how you're coping at this difficult moment. And also just let us know where you're joining us from and what is your expectation for this particular training. So with me on the chat box is John Wanjala, who will be our moderator for today. So in today's topic, which is how to build your brand and sell online, we are going to look at three broad agendas. And let me just wait for a few minutes for more people to join. So kindly just let us know where you're joining us from, what is your expectation for the training, and also just share the link with your colleagues and friends so that they can also become part of the training. So as we wait, let us look at just a few more minutes so that we can have more people joining as we wait. So as they're joining, as they're joining, kindly just let us know where you're joining us from, and John will be there to interact with you. So let's just wait for just one more minute, and then now we'll delve into our session of today. All right, so we've given like an allowance for more people to join. So now let us proceed to our session of today. So we're going to look at how to build your brand and sell online. And when you're talking about building your brand, what do we mean by a brand? So brand is what sets a company apart from the others. And brands are usually built over a period of time. So some of the importance of having a good brand, so they normally leave a memorable, or unforgettable memories on the consumers. And normally brands allows consumer, or it makes consumer to basically know what to expect from a company. So in this today's agenda, we're going to look at how to establish your brand online. So we are going to discuss the importance of having an online presence, as well as the steps you need to take to establish your brand online. Also, we're going to look deep into how to develop your e-commerce website or an offering. And also, finally, we are going to discuss in depth the top tips for utilizing social media to drive sales. So basically, that is what we're going to look at in this span of 1 hour. So we are going to start with why is having an online presence important, and how can you build your your brand online. Also, how do you develop your e-commerce offering? And when you talk about e-commerce offering, are you talking about B2C or B2B kind of e-commerce offering? And also, we're going to look at how do you utilize social media to drive sales. So now it's not all about using social media for the sake of it, but how can you just use it so that you can generate revenue of social media. All right. So how do you currently market your business? How do you currently market your business? How do you currently market your business? And I'd really love to hear how you currently market your business. How do you currently market your business? So it just, just write down, some of the ways that you've been able to, to get in touch with your business. So as we wait for responses, I can see God knows is also part of the training. Thank you so much and welcome to the session. So, all right. Now, what benefits are brought to your business by going online? So we've looked at how do you engage with your customers, but now let us look at this. Question that we have here: what benefits are brought to business by going online? So we could have increased. So some of the benefit could be, you're able to reach your customers. You're able to just create some brand awareness around it. You're able to just call your customers or just engage your customers through these social media platforms. So when you talk about what benefits are brought to business by going online, so it means now you have an online presence either on Google or either on social media. So, what are some of the benefits that you've been able to reap by being online, by just having an online presence? And before we look at those benefits, let us look at some of the statistics that we have here. And so we have a statistics from Statista that reveals that 1.7 billion people bought goods and services online last year. And this is up from 1.6 billion from the previous year. So we have a whopping 1.7 billion people who bought goods and services online by last year. So this one was by 2018, and the number is gradually increasing. Also, we have 97% of people learn more about a business online than anywhere else. So people learn about businesses online than more than anywhere else. So this is a huge percentage. So it means that for somebody to learn about you online, it means you need to have an online presence, either on either through website, through LinkedIn, through social media. If you don't have an online presence, it means you're missing out on these 97%, because the first step people will go onto the search engine to search for a business, And also, they will also be searching for a related business, and will also be looking at where are this business located. So if you're not on map and you're not on search, you will be missing out on a lot. And it's also estimated that by 2040, which is probably around 20 years to come, 95% of purchases will be through an e-commerce offering, and it will be through an e-commerce website. So we are seeing a trend where e-commerce is becoming popular. People, the fact that people are not able to walk into these physical stores to make a purchase, now they do the shopping online. Uh, 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 Apologies for that, and we are back. So, so as we proceed Now, so let's proceed. And we're looking at a very, very interesting statistic that we have here. And we were talking about the fact that we have around 1.79 billion people who shopped online by the year 2018. And so from the same statistics, we're being told that we have 97% of people learn about business online. So we have 3% of people who still don't have you still don't have a smartphone, or they're not internet users. And we also have an estimate that is telling us that in the 5 or 10 years to come, we'll be having more and more people shopping online. All right. So now let us look at how businesses use internet. How can business use internet, take an advantage of internet? And by just using internet, you're open to the fact that you're able to meet or you're able to reach pretty much a wider audience. So when you talk about how business reach audience, so a business can use internet to sell products. So one of the basic uses of internet for businesses is to sell products and services. So business create an e-commerce website to sell anything from groceries to even groceries to vehicles, electronics, and much more. So online selling eliminates the need for the business to maintain a brick and mortar store, and in some cases they don't have to hold an inventory. So, so having an e-commerce website, you don't need to have a physical shop where people will be coming in. You only need some sort of a store or something, and then people can be buying products from there. So a business can also use internet to buy items and services online. Such as institutions can use internet to buy stationaries. Offices can use internet to buy furnitures. You can use internet to buy various kind of products. You can also reach customers through internet. So business owners use internet to monitor customer purchasing trend and interest. You can also discover what everyday people think about a particular product or services. And business owner can visit online social networking sites and even the messaging boards. So taking in feedback help business owners to make the product better. So for instance, if you are selling clothes, the children clothes, and you notice that for some particular reason, you notice that there is a period in the year where people do not usually give birth a lot. So with that information now, you'll be able to adjust that, okay, within this year, I know that this is the year that we normally have people giving birth, and therefore now the business will be booming. We know that this period is where now we have the off-peak period where very few people will be giving birth. From there, once you have the knowledge with you and the data with you, you should be able to make an informed decision on how do I even increase my stock, do I reduce my stock, or what do I sell during the off-peak period. Also, you can use, as a business owner, you can use internet to advertise. So business also use internet to find new customers through online advertising. So let me show you samples of online advertising. So when you talk about online advertising, we're talking about how a business can use. Uh, let me just give you. Let me just create a tab and share with you how a business can use internet for advertising. So all right. So now, so let us look at sample businesses doing advertising. So let us look at car dealers, dealers in Nairobi. Car dealers in Nairobi. So So car dealers in Nairobi, so here we are. So all these dealers are on the map. So remember, I was just searching for car dealers in Nairobi, and from me I can see there is Car Locus Limited. I can also see Gigi Motors, and it's so basically it's able to tell me that Karl Marx is around Uhuru Park. I can also see Gigi around in the Kilimani area. So now let me go to now Motor Hub car dealers and see what do they have. So this is basically how a business can use internet to I think it's loading slowly, but you can see that we have like a Range Rover Discovery 4, which is going at 5,900,000. We also have a Nissan X-Trail. Please let it load so that we can even see some of the pictures. So there is also Mercedes Benz, ML 350, which is going at 6,500. So from here now, you pretty know that you can use internet to sell products, because from here I'll be able to see the picture of the product. I'll be able to see the description about the products. I'll even be knowing the price. And so now the next step that is, can I add this into the cart, or can I call the dealer directly? So that is pretty much how you can sell a product. So now let us look at how a small business owner can use internet to sell. So let us look at grocery store. So in Nairobi, so a grocery store in Nairobi. So this is pretty. So this is there is somebody who is selling. Uh, my internet is pretty slow, which is shocking. So all right. So we have. So it's telling us that we have She Saloon Hailu Supermarket. No, this one is in Ethiopia. Okay, let us look at Tuskies. So we have Tuskies. We have Tuskies here. So let us look at. Sorry for that. Let us look at. But do we still have Tuskies in operation? Are they still working? I doubt. I doubt. They had issues, and some of the branches had to be closed. So let us look at the kitchen, the Nairobi Kitchen Care. So this is a grocery store. So a Nairobi Kitchen Care is also a grocery store, and internet is crappy. So let me. So is it visible, please? So now we have, Nairobi Kitchen Care. So this is a grocery store, and from here we're able to see, they sell a number of products. I can see we have tomato, we have onions, we have, pineapple. So they have a number of groceries that they have. And from here now, even prices for those. There are also prices for the, for the groceries, and there is also so there's also the location for that particular. So that is how a business can use internet to sell more of their products. So moving back to our slide, which is where we were talking about how a business can use internet to sell products, and we were looking at how you can advertise using internet. So now let us look at how you can reach customers through internet. So an internet So an internet search, or so you can use internet to search on a competing company results in an article, news, stories about the competition. So let us look at how you can use internet to do like a competitor, like a competitor research or analysis. So you want to know what is what is your competitor doing. So is there something special that they're doing that you're not doing, and how do you, how do you use those tricks so that you also remain competitive? So what you can do, you can use internet to research about a competing company. You can read an article about your competitor. You can also have so once you've gotten that information, you can prepare and also just rearrange some of the skills or some of the strategies that you had, so that you can also be competitive. So now let us look at how you can, as a business owner, you can have an online presence. So building an online presence. So let's not forget about the statistic that we talked about 97% people searching for businesses online. So you need to have an online presence so that you don't miss out when people are searching for you. So in the digital age, or in the digital era, it is absolutely essential for your business to have an online presence, whether it is a website, an e-commerce platform, or a social media page, or a combination of all this. So you just decide you have a website, you have an e-commerce website, you have a social media page, your business is listed on Google My Business, your business is also listed on, on business directory. You can have all of them. So getting your company online will reap major benefits. So even if your company does not conduct business online, customers and potential customers or potential consumers are expecting to see you online. So that is why they're going to search engine to look for a business online. So if they don't see you there, you could be losing out on opportunity to increase your customer base and get the word out there about your business. So we have Imveli Design, and Imveli Design have their own website through Google Sites. And also we have Jumia Ads Tours that uses Wix. And both of these business are listed on Google My Business. So right now, if you go to search engine and search Imveli Design, you'll see they have a website. They're also been listed on Google My Business. Not only listed, but they've also been verified. So that is a plus. So because if you've been listed on Google My Business and you're not verified, somebody can easily suggest edit to your business. Somebody can easily claim your business. Somebody can easily divert customers to his own business. So now let us look at the different types of platforms that you can use to go online or just have an online presence. And these platforms majorly, so these are platforms where people usually use to search for business. Normally people goes into websites or your own website. So you can set up your own website where you can run your platform. So you can have your own website for your particular business or your own blog. And people could be using your own website to find more information about your business. Also, social media, which is becoming so powerful, it is an interactive platform which is accessible to large and varying audiences. So you notice that everybody is on social media, the old, the young, the teens. So it has a very, varying, types of audiences. So you need to be careful when you're using social media because we have everybody there, and therefore now you need to know if I'm selling cars and my target audience are salaried people in business. If I use Facebook, for instance, am I going to target the right people? Also, an online directory, so an online list of catalog of contact or website. So when we talk about online directory, we have most of them are static in nature. So you find that we have Yellow Pages, which is one of the online directory, and amongst others. So when you go there, you find that so the information that you'll enter there will remain there until somebody else comes and change it. So it doesn't really change over time, and also it has issues with just updating it regularly. So that is why now it is one of the ways to have, to have an online presence or to go online. But it might not be effective in the sense that if you want to change your location, maybe you move from one place to another, or if you want to change your phone, your mobile phone number where people could be using to contact you, it might take a while. So also we talk about e-commerce platform. So where you sell your products or services through an e-commerce platform. So now let us look at statistics that we have here. So if you're not convinced already that having an online presence is going to bring benefit to your business, we have. So I'm hoping that these statistics are going to compel you, are going to give you a reason of pretty much how try to have an online presence in whatever business that you have. It could be don't maybe some might think that also my business is pretty small and therefore I don't need to have an online presence. That is not correct. It could be a small business, a corporate, or a medium business. All these businesses need an online presence. So we have 400 million internet users in Africa, and so already right now we have around 400 million internet users in Africa. And so the guys who are above Africa are China, and Africa makes up 10% of global retail sales with an estimated value of 75 billion by 2025. So it means that so Africa generated 16.5 billion from e-commerce online in the year 2017. In the year 2017. So we have so I've just mentioned that 10% of the global retail sales with an estimated value of 75 billion by 2025, and Africa generated 16.5 billion from e-commerce alone in 2017. So a lot has changed since 2017, and more and more people are going online. So now let us look at what is e-commerce and what are some of the e-commerce platforms that we have. So when you talk about e-commerce, we're talking about an online platform or a website that you can buy and sell products and services, as well as transactional. So money transactional can also take place. So we have Amazon as one of the e-commerce websites. So Amazon allows for individuals and businesses to sell and display products online. What that means is you can actually create an account with Amazon. So as a business owner, you can actually create an account with Amazon. Once you've created an Amazon, you can display your product. Once you've displayed your product, people are able to buy from you. So as well as being an online retailer, Amazon allows for individuals and businesses to sell and display products for sale. For sale. So Amazon has become the largest online e-commerce retailer and one of the most powerful brands in the world. So that is actually true because we know when you ask somebody about e-commerce website, they talk about. So when you ask somebody about, can you mention any of the e-commerce website that you know? They will tell you, I know Amazon. So that clearly shows that it is becoming very, very popular. So Konga is also one of the Nigeria's leading e-commerce platforms. So it offers a large range of products that can be found on one platform. Moving on to Jumia. So Jumia allows customers to buy a wide variety of products and groceries online. It also offers so bill payment, food delivery, and mobile data plans. So we have Jumia UG, Jumia, Jumia Uganda, Jumia Kenya, Jumia Nigeria, and also there was a time there was Jumia Nigeria. So let us look at more of e-commerce platforms that we have. So we have Kilimall. So Kilimall is an online shopping mall that connects merchants and consumers via professional e-commerce marketplace. So it's one of the Kenya's largest online shopping mall. So if you get time, you can search Kilimall and look at the interface. What are some of the products that they have? What are some of the reviews that they have been given? Bid or buy. So bid or buy is an online marketplace offering a convenient way for people to buy or sell virtually. So it is also popular in South Africa, and it's for businesses as well as individual. GG, which is a classified marketplace in Africa, it provides buyers and sellers an avenue to sell and exchange goods and services. So GG is popular in Nigeria. So it's a Nigerian online marketplace. It's similar to Bidobuy because businesses and individuals can have an account with them. And also what it does, it sells all products ranging from vehicles, properties, health, beauties, and even services. So now let us look at online business directory. So an online business directory is a website which lists businesses based on categories. So businesses are categorized by niche, location, activity, or size on the platform. So they can be easily searched and found. So we have a Yellow Pages of Africa as one of the largest online directory, and we also have Africa Business Pages as another, one of the largest online directory that you have. So how do you get listed on an online directory? So the process is pretty much similar if you want to use Africa Pages or if you want to use Yellow Pages. So to get listed on one of the largest business directories in Africa, you need to register your business details. You also need to indicate your contact details, the business sector that you are, and even the region, the country. It will help in segmenting, and also it will help consumer in just knowing that this business is in this region, and it's in these countries. So now let us look at how do you get how do you get your business on social media? How do you get your business on social media? So we are going to look at how you can get your business on YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, and Facebook. So with the right marketing plan, you can use social media to create successful campaigns and increase sales. So let's see how setting up a business social media account. It varies across different platform, but the steps are pretty much similar. So the first step, you need to sign up. You need to add pictures. You need to create username, and also you need to add business details. So most social media websites provide a landing page and a guide to how to set up an account. So now let me pause and see if we have questions. So we are done with our first agenda, and let me see if we have people asking questions. What is the response at the chat box, and how is it? How is it going? So if you have any question, kindly just note it with John. So now, so I can see Luis Kevo saying business owners use the internet to monitor customer purchasing trends and interests. Thank you for that. That is really right. And I can see Cecilia saying unafunza poa, which is a good thing. So she's basically saying that she's enjoying the session and all is well. So thank you so much for that positive feedback. So now, let us look at the second agenda, which is developing your e-commerce offering. And in developing your e-commerce offering, we need to start by picking your domain name. And what do we mean by domain name? So when you talk about domain name, we're talking about the domain name is the name of your website. It is what customers will use to find you, what they type on the search engine to look for you. So when you buy a domain name, you purchase the name of your website so others can't use it. So normally with the hosting company, once you've bought a domain name, it's going to be locked so that nobody else can use that same domain name, and therefore domain names are usually unique. So there are many sites you can register a domain name on. So we have Africa Domain as one of the site. We also have Google Domains, and among others. Of course, we have Bluehost, we have a number, we have whois.com, and a number of a number of hosting companies. So the domain name can be any combination of letters and numbers, and it can be used in a combination of various domain name extensions. So you notice that most domain name have .com, .net, .ke, .ug, .ng. So they can have those extensions, but the common ones are .com, .net, and .org. So if you are an organization and you wish to use an org, you can have that domain name. Most companies in Kenya use, Safaricom.ke, Equity.ke. So that KE domain name definitely tells you that this is a Kenyan company. All right, so now let us look at how do you make sure that your domain name is secure. You've picked a domain name and you want to make it secure. So, so now let's look at GoDaddy. So an all-in-one solution to grow online domain name. So it's also, what it does also, it provides an SSL with it. So we're talking about secure socket layer, which helps to encrypt the domain name so that if you enter any details, nobody is able to intercept and steal the information that will be passing through through the website. So Domain King, so a leading domain registration company in Nigeria, it also provides SSL. And also we have Bluehost, one of the largest website hosting providers, and it's powering millions of websites. So now, how do you build your website? And what are some of the platforms that you can use? So building a website used to require learning on how to code, but those days are in the past. Now anybody can easily create a new website. So I can see Kevo, Cecilia, Mutuana. So you guys can create a website so long as you know which platforms do I need to use. You can use Wix, you can use Google sites, and the best part of it is Wix comes with templates that are already built templates. Also, Google Sites comes with templates, and let's see how do you utilize those templates. So, templates are a big part of what makes website builders easy to use. So with a template, you get all the basic structure and design on your website into one place. Also, when choosing a template, consider if the basic structure is in line with what you want on your website. So you can see, so what happens is, if you want to create a website or a banking website or a hospitality website, you go on the template and search sample template on banking, and then you will find something related close to what you want. And what you do is edit, edit, add pictures, change the layout, and there you are. You have your own website. And I've talked about content. Content is a huge part of having an online presence. When we talk about content, we talk about videos. When we talk about we talk about photos. So for instance, let me just stop sharing my screen and show you how content is pretty much so for instance, if I were to look for Serena Hotel, let me see if I can look for Serena Hotel, for instance. Serena Hotel. So let's look for Serena Hotel, Serena Hotel, Serena Hotel. So okay, so you can see that Serena Hotel has a Google My Business, and they're also advertising using Google Ads. But here we are talking about content. So we are talking about content. We are talking about videos. So we have videos related to Serena. So those are videos. So somebody's talking about Elementaita, somebody's talking about Serena on YouTube. When you're talking about content, we're talking about pictures and high quality pictures. And these are what we're talking about. So you can see Nairobi Serena, an HD picture, we can see they have HD pictures. And we also have pictures of one of the waiter or service person smiling on the picture. So content is becoming a huge part of having an online presence, and therefore you need to ensure that whatever you do, the pictures that you upload are HD pictures, and even the videos are short videos, and the videos that is clearly elaborating what you guys are doing. So with the content, you need to figure out what pages your website needs. Each page of your website needs to have, an original content, images and text, and it needs to communicate. So in a website, for instance, if you are uploading pictures and your pictures are named 123 or they're named YXZ, that is not going to help you with the crawler. You need to ensure that if it is Serena, you name the picture Serena. If it is about, you name the picture about. If it is your picture or as an MD, you need to name it using your name. That is going to help crawlers in just improving your site. So when we talk about digital content, we're talking about text, images, videos, and other medias, which I've just mentioned. So now let's look at some of the best practices when creating content for your website. Some of the best practices for creating your website. So prioritize your audience. So it is tempting to make your website copy all about you, but your site will resonate more with your visitors if you think about their need first. So when you're developing a website, you need to think about your consumers. How will they interact with your website? Don't make it about you, make it about them. So just put yourself in their shoes and say, okay, if I were to go online and look for this website, how will my experience with it be? How long does it load? Do I like the pictures? Do I like the content? So you need to make sure that you give your audience the priority, right? Also, you need to research your competitors. So figure out your unique positioning. Take a little time to research other websites doing similar to your business. Now think what makes you different. So what is your unique value proposition? So you need to highlight what makes your session in your website copy so that visitors know what to seek around. And also you need to learn search engine optimization basics. So such engine optimization is really broad. So we have optimizations that you can do within the site. So it's called on-site search engine optimization, and we have ones that you can do off-site. So it's pretty broad, but you need to learn the basics, just a few, so that at least you don't miss out on the search. So search engine optimization is how you increase your chances of ranking in the search engine when people look for what your a website offers or what products you offer. So before you write your web copy, it is worth learning the basics of SEO so that you can incorporate best practices on your site optimization towards right on each page. So we have a number of ways you can do search engine optimization. So we have backlinks, we have quality pictures, we have relevant, relevant and useful content. We have GMB, Google My Business is one of the ways that you can use for optimizing your website. So now let us look at, how you can use the e-commerce plugins to go above and beyond, to rise above, to be basically how you can use e-commerce plugins effectively so that you can rise above your competitors. So we have promotion and discount code, which a plugin that you can incorporate into your e-commerce platform. We also have easy to use checkout. So if you're having difficulties with, if your customers or clients are having difficulties at the checkout stage, there is an easy to use checkout plugin that you can incorporate so that you don't lose a lot of people at the checkout stage. You also have search engine optimization plugin. We also have email marketing integration plugin and also multiple payment options. So when you talk about multiple payment options, remember you'll be receiving payment from different people. You'll be receiving payment from a KCB guy, a Iniquity guy, NIC guy, Kenya Women guy. So you need to make sure that it's the plugin you use is able to accept payment from all these. And of course, we'll also be receiving payment from the M-Pesa people, right? So now, where do we download this plugins? We have WooCommerce. So you need to. So WooCommerce is where you can load one of the sites where you can download these plugins. So you can build your own store on the open source, completely customizable e-commerce platform. Also, we have a complete e-commerce solution for WordPress. Use it right out of the box or tailor it to your business with an ad. Also, we have WP e-commerce, which is powering about 36,108 stores. So with WP e-commerce is one of the most relied upon open source solution for business and the globe. So open source to mean they don't charge. It's absolutely free. So now, so remember we talked about what are some of the ways you can have an online presence, or you can have an online presence. But now you have to make sure that if you choose a website, how do you make your website mobile friendly, responsive to different devices? So let us look at how do you make your website mobile friendly. So the reason why we have to make our website search engine friendly is by the virtue that we have 2.41 billion people shopping using the mobile phones, and 21 million shopped across Nigeria, South Africa, and Kenya through their phones. And also, it is estimated that 50% of consumers shop more on mobile than anywhere else, than just walking into the in-store. So you have to make sure that you don't miss out on potential clients or customers who are using mobile phones. And one way to do that, you have to ensure that it's friendly, it loads fast, and then it's responsive on your mobile phone. So John will share with you, a site where you can just check if your mobile phone is friendly and if the speed, loads very fast. So we have g.co/test my site. So this is a site that you can just paste your website there and test your speed. And also, so the best part also, you can test your speed on desktop. How is it on desktop? How is it on mobile phone? And how is it on a tablet? And therefore now, it will really help you to gauge if you have people bouncing or people bouncing off your website. So, all right, so we have completed our second agenda. which basically we were looking at e-commerce offering, and you've seen a number of e-commerce offering, and you've seen how you can build your website, how you can pick a domain name. After picking a domain name, how do you make sure it's secure? And also we've looked at various plugins and where do you download those plugins. So now let us look at how do you drive or utilize social media to drive sales. And for you to do that, so let me ask you, how can social media benefit your business? How can social media benefit your business? We have benefits, some of the benefits here. So we have sales. You can reach new audiences. Also, you can create new opportunities. How can you use social media to add value to your brand? You can raise customer service levels. You can start two-way conversation. You can also gain valuable customer insights. How do you use social media to improve your marketing? So you can target specific types of customers with social media. How do you use social media to build relationship and network? So you can target B to business, and you can also build your own community. And with social media, you can stay competitive and on top of your game. So how do you set up a social media strategy? How do you set up a social media strategy? So to help us setting up a social media strategy, we need to know our audience. We need to have business goals. We need to choose carefully which social media platforms are we going to use. Therefore, we need to check on the tone of our voice, and also we have to measure how is our strategy doing, or what is the success. So now, defining your strategy. And basically here we have audience. Who are your audience? What are they interested in? What or who influences them? When are they usually online? Which social media do they use? So you need to know. And all these questions will help you in just knowing who your audience are in a 360 degrees way. Also, having business goals, and you could have giving better customer service as a business goal, grow brand awareness, generate more sales, get more people on your website, or connect with influencers. So remember, these are just a few business goals that you can have, and business goals are usually broad. So these are just examples. Now let us look at picking a platform. So in picking a platform, you need to know whether they're business focused or lifestyle focused. You need to start with one, you learn, take time, learn. So you start with one, you test, you take time, learn about it, and then try another. And you can also try different channels, but of course, you know that they need different strategies. So now let's look at what do we mean by brand social guidelines. So the tone of voice applies to creating any piece of content and communicating with your audience online. So tone of voice reflects your brand personality, helps you connect with your audience, and makes you different from the rest. So that is why you've noticed that Safaricom has a specific color that you should use. Most of their ads or most of their design and artworks revolves around that color. And what they're doing is they're trying to play around and with the color that they have on their logo. And when you're using the tone of voice, you need to consider them in the logo, the font colors that you use, the do's and the don'ts, and even the artworks, the images that I've just mentioned. Now, let us look at the success. So success is the growth in sales and traffic, improvement in customer service calls answered or starting. Also, increase in brand awareness, reach, and number of measures. So now, which social media platform does your business use? Which social media platform does your business use? Is your business using Twitter? All right. So what is Twitter anyway? So Twitter is good for quick conversations or public relations. So you can create a professional looking profile, header, image, and you can also get notice and join conversation using relevant hashtags. You can also ask questions and run polls. You can also retweet and engage with with content your customers would like to hear. You can also pin a tweet as well. So if you pin it, to stay there for a while. So now let us look at Facebook. So Facebook is great for helping customers find you and see what your business is about. We have 2.5 billion monthly active users. You can link your website with Facebook, add opening hours, contact details, and also you can change the call to action button. So you can have something like shop now, contact us, or buy now, or something like that. And interesting bit is the fact that you can use videos and GIFs to just generate interest and so is your business using Instagram? So Instagram is a place to share photos and videos of anything from new products to a day at the beach. So a place to share photos and videos, and you can use photo caption to tell a story and get people interested. You need to go easy on hashtag when you're on Instagram. So remember, Twitter is the one that is heavy on hashtag, and then you can follow influencers, brands, and people you find interesting. So, are you using LinkedIn? So great for recruitment, building a professional network, or connecting with peers. You can create a personal or a company page and add a profile. You can encourage your employees to become brand advocates. Make so you make sure your company page is search engine friendly, and you can share product news and thought leadership and content. So now, do we have questions? Hopefully, I've not moved very fast. And do we have questions? Do we have questions? All right. So if we don't have questions, now what is our next step? What is our next step? What is our next step? So our next step is, are you going to sign up to grow with Google Page and continue and further the learning about how to build your brand and sell online? Also, share what you've learned here with your colleagues, with your friends on our social media pages. Just go onto Instagram or Twitter or Facebook and say, today I had a session with Evans Rabare, and Evans Rabare was sharing about this and this. I learned this, and this is something that I didn't know before, but because of the training, I'm able to, have been able to learn this and that. So that has been my time. I was the trainer Evans Rabare, and my moderator was John Mulon Wanjala. And the guys who have kept me, the guys who have supported me through this 1 hour session. We had Cecilia, Alois, we had Good News, we had Tesfai Haile. Also, we had a number of people joining in. So mine is to say, thank you very much for being with me, and see you in the next session, which is starting in about 20 minutes. So at around 10:20, we will be back. Thank you, and God bless you all.